Hey folks, David Stewart here. Time for your daily trending midnight edition. It's May 31st slash June 1st because I hadn't got around to doing this before after midnight. But let's go ahead and take a look at Twitter and see what's up with Twitter today. Insecure HBO. This is some HBO show. I don't watch TV, so I don't know. I don't know what to comment. Bunker Boy. This is apparently Donald Trump might be in a bunker. Been taken there by Secret Service after a bunch of people were, being violent outside the White House. And I have to wonder why, just this whole thing going on, why haven't there been more just shooting at people? It seems like if it's dangerous enough that you're going to evacuate the president, wouldn't you shoot at the attackers? Seems a little odd that it's mostly just, well, I guess we just watch them burn down property. And I have a bigger point here when it comes to property. Let's look at San Bernardino because it's more, it's just like one city after the other. People start with a peaceful protest, and then it turns into, widespread, chaotic rioting and burning things to the ground while nothing happens. There's not a difference between right to life and right to property if you consider that a person's property is their livelihood. To take a man's millstone for debt is to kill him, right? If you take away somebody's ability to earn their living, that's the same as killing them. This idea that, defending your property, like you can't defend your property with lethal force in California, very easily at least, is nonsense, right? Property and self don't have a strong division when you consider that the property is either something that you've acquired in order to provide for your family, for example, or it's something that's, say, necessary for you to earn a living, such as your business. That is an assault on your life, in a sense, if somebody's going to take your property. If somebody's going to run into your refrigerator and take out all your insulin and you're diabetic, that's an assault on your life, right? Or if you need something that is required to live. So really, you should be permitted to defend property with as much force as is necessary to stop somebody from damaging or stealing your property. And those states that have those robust property rights views are going to have less of these issues, I expect. I've been seeing a lot of this in California, all over California, and other states that don't have quite the same view of property rights as other places. But let's move on. Happy Pride Month. This is the month where all the brands line up to put rainbows all over their things and talk about how supportive they are of the gays and the various other people that have been pulled into the gays. The LGBTQPSRW plus, whatever it's going to be here. You can look at those colors, and if you know what's up with those, you might have some objections here. But the problem with Pride Month, besides brands just being completely ridiculous about supporting things that just don't make any difference to them because they're non-person entities, is each year it gets more and more brazen than the last, and the social media has really amplified this. Like gay pride parades are things which are not for children, and we've been having more and more children get sucked into them, to where you're a bigot if you object to the mentally disabled and children dancing in drag for adult men who throw dollars at them. If that's objectionable to you, you are now a bigot, and that's really where we've come. So when people talk about that slippery slope argument, it's really not a fallacy when you understand that what you're talking about with the slippery slope is the justification. And the justification started as, well, it's their own life, and therefore it should be tolerated. At some point got shifted into everything should be accepted and loved, or else you are an evil, wicked bigot, no matter how deviant or even degenerate the particular lifestyle or choices need to be. And I think there's definitely a strong line that gets crossed when you start talking about children. And that's really the thing that I saw last year, and I'm expecting to see it again this year. Unfortunately, my birthday is in this same month, so I have to endure during the month when I should be celebrating my birthday, a bunch of people advocating what amounts to pedophilia by showing children in disgusting, skimpy clothes and drag dancing for adult men who throw dollars at them, or out in gay pride parades dancing in a very provocative sense. Let's see what's up with Santana. Carlos Santana did not die, apparently, so that's good. So I don't know what this is related to, but I don't think it's Carlos Santana. I saw Carlos Santana at a Paco de Lucia concert once before Paco de Lucia died, back in Las Vegas, and so that was cool. I think that's probably it. This is going to be like, more people being bad in Van Nuys, people being bad in Long Beach. Actually, this is something that's probably pretty peaceful. So now you get to look at people not destroying everything. But I will say this, we weren't allowed to assemble and protest because of COVID. That kind of went all out the window when it was time for the left to protest, wasn't it? So I'll just point that out. Everybody seems to have forgotten that there was supposed to be some kind of deadly disease. And I think it will be very interesting to see if there's like a big explosion of cases in a couple of weeks because of the incubation period. I think that would be a very interesting thing if we see that. More stuff on Pride. Oakland Zoo. So this is cool. I think a tiger escaped from the Oakland Zoo. Don't worry, guys. I don't live in Oakland. That's kind of far away from me. However, I think that's pretty. Reports of a tiger on the loose near the Oakland Zoo. If you see it, call 911. Well, I saw that there was like a lion that got out of the Philly Zoo. This is like what happens is that I don't think it's that looters are attacking the zoo. I think it's just human error tends to amplify during these chaotic situations. So there's like some human error involved, and like a door gets left open and out comes the tiger to go do a little exploring and maybe have a snack or two. Who knows? He's out, since he's a tiger, he's probably out looking for like some game. So like, where's some cat? Eat some house cats and some dogs or something. So that's a pretty funny one, is that the tiger got out. Lincoln Park Zoo. I don't even know what's going on here. Nothing. What? Protesters broke into a Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago and released a hippopotamus. That is a picture of a hippopotamus, guys, walking down the road. Now, hippopotamuses can actually be extremely dangerous. They may look like big, fat, docile creatures, but apparently they kill quite a few people along the Nile Basin. So don't go near a hippopotamus if you happen to see a hippopotamus or an escaped kangaroo. They can actually kick the crap out of you with those long legs. Their kangaroos are actually quite dangerous. So stay clear of those full-sized kangaroos as well as the hippopotamus. And I think that's probably going to be it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll probably have another one coming a little bit after later in the day. I couldn't get to the one today, but I try to do one every single day. So that's kind of the trending for today. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time.